If I ever in my life become a villain, I would try to be like Bane in this scene. Because the deconstruction of Batman, it was like a masterpiece. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Bane real deal pulled Batman's card like he was a blackjack dealer. Look at how he's standing. He knew with 100% certainty that he was gonna have some bat soup tonight. This stare is of a man who knows he's about to chef up. No worries, no care in the world. Now I'll hand it to Batman. He just let his hands do the talk. He instantly started tossing them things. He needed no starter pistol. He didn't need him to swing first, just straight hands. Batman tossed his hands on his head like he was about to hit the Macarena, elbowing the shit out of Bane, finishing the combo with a healthy backhand. Sad thing is, Bane must have had the same training and meal plan as Triple G because he ate those shots like they were a delicacy. He caught Batman's hands, pulling him closer for a lecture.
Dude, come catch some bees, good buddy!
That's strike one on the list of disrespect. Batman was still holding his own for a little bit though. I could tell he was still confident because he delivered one of the slowest headbutts I ever seen in my life. Like, why are you headbutting this slow? What are you doing? This is why you gotta take a 1-a-day vitamin. Keep them bones limber. In this moment, Bane had a realization. This man is trash.
When he hit me with a left, boom, it was like bam. I was like, that's it?
He real to start taking the shots that Batman was putting his heart and soul into. Even Taz from WWE didn't buy the fact that Batman can win. Now, when Bane started climbing down that chain, the only thing I could think,
what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
He's really on his ass like a new pair of jeans. There is no way you are this eager to continue a fight. But we can give Batman a round of applause. Bane grabbed him, but he was like, you get your fucking hands off. Serving Bane with a meaty knuckle sandwich with a side of elbow. He even gave him extra. But Batman didn't peep the unchanging faces of Bane's people. They looked so composed for him to simply be winning until Bane hit the smoothest Michael Jackson twist into a counter punch into his chest. Getting walked down like this in front of an audience is the stuff of nightmares. But me personally, I would've been like, go home and get the gun. He was treating Batman ribs like soccer practice, had his shit tenderized. You could listen to his screams. Like a drunk uncle at the barbecue, Batman stood with a half-hearty scream. Look at his stance. He was like, put him up, put him up. 1950 ass boxing. With this form, he wasn't even fooling himself into thinking he could win. Scoot in your seats and focus, because this is where Bane really began the deconstruction. He was hitting a Mortal Kombat combo like he was mashing every button. You ever seen a person propose before serenading you with an uppercut? And then he took his knee from him like, you don't need that anymore, sit your ass down. Now this is my favorite part. Talking shit while beating somebody's ass so thoroughly is how you end up on a top 10 movie villain list. Batman tossed one of his devices and Bane was like, those little ass toys, I've been seen those, you have to do better, weak ass tricks. Then he started weaving, tossing a straight hook before he held him in the air, having his feet dangling.
Oh no.
Bane was still talking like, you really threw dirt on our group's name, traitor. Batman was like,
one thing I'm not gonna tolerate is insults.
So he started talking his own shit. He was like, they didn't really like you. That pissed Bane off. He damn near rearranged his guts, letting him know, I am the group. Batman had enough of the chatting, hitting a spear into an onslaught of punches, but he was dismissed early. Bane got up and was grading Batman's fight performance so far. That is wild. Batman knew Bane had him standing in a corner throughout the course of his entire fight, so he went to his specialty, the dark. Little did he know, he just activated Bane's trap card. No sweat was broken on Bane's forehead. Bane was still talking. He was like, the dark really don't mess with you. That's my love. Then he took his ability to breathe, snatching his neck with the precision and snap of a viper, damn near putting him to sleep with a chest punch. I know for a fact Bruce was thinking about the Life Alert commercial.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
He was like, I should have kept my ass at home. Bane was still mad that he really tried to use his darkness against him. He started beating his head in like he was in drumline. Not only did he beat his ass, he also robbed him. Just imagine Bane on live.
See, come get your chain black in blood with your cap ass.
Batman must have had the same thought as me because he stood for more. A wild punch with no destination was easily avoided right into a knee and a smack in the back of the head. What made Bane think that he could lift a grown man over his head? Because he did it confidently. Took this man's mask, walked off. I'm not even sure, but I'm pretty sure he got inside Batman's car. Bane and Batman was transversing through the crowd of chaos, ready to rerun those hands. And if I'm being honest, Batman needs this more than Bane does. He made Catwoman watch while he blew Batman's back out, left this man unable to walk. Now, to the officers that was in this scene, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need at least 20% of your paycheck back. The performance you was putting on, hand it to me, 20%. I'm gonna start taxing y'all niggas. Because Bane was having a field day with them. A little light snap before he get to the main chorus. He legit grabbed one and yeeted him off the screen. I never knew how ridiculous Batman looked until the sunlight highlighted it. It looks cool, it's a good looking suit, but it doesn't look good during the day. So Bane and Batman exchanged some words before they re-engaged in the squabble. But why in the f is this man still talking in his Batman voice?
I came back to stop you.
Is it truly the mask suffocating him like Chucky did that one guy? Having him talk like he's always trying to catch his breath but was running from him? Anyway, Bane started off the fight. Of course he would. He easily walked him in the last fight. He's confident. What's different now? Batman was able to block the first attack. Then he whipped out a follow-up attack of his own that had him like this, hands in the sky, doing all that, and your opponent is still standing. Is working harder and not smarter, Batman. Because now Bane was just back to beating his ass like nothing happened, walking him down again. We cut away for some plot, only to come back to Batman still getting walked. Zack Snyder's Superman is probably someone off with the biggest smile on his face right now, popcorn in hand, enjoying seeing Batman get faded. Considering the writers made him scream his mother's name out while he was squabbling with Batman to get him to stop beating on him.
Whoa. Ain't that some shit?
Not gonna lie, that scene still had me pissed to this day.
To this day!
Bane started working the body, had him taking small bunny hops, lifting his ass into the air with every punch. Just loading this punch, then releasing that bitch with the snapper Sharkeisha. Then sidekicked him into some stairs. Had Batman skipping up the steps. Tell me why Batman really posed on top of the stairs like he walked up there because he wanted to. Like it was a part of his plan. Batman put a hand on his head trying to take Bane's head off his shoulders, but it was declined like his swing had insignificant funds. Look at the way Bane just moved him to the side like he was little to expose those ribs for some fine tuning. Now right in this moment of the fight, what he popped when he was off screen for that moment, but something was different. He started to get better, stronger even. He blocked 2 of Bane's attacks, then pinned his arm like he was rolling when he was fighting Pitbull. With Bane's arm nice and snug, Batman tried to plant a solid 4 knuckles into Bane's mask, but nah, not on Bane's watch. He caught Bat's fist while sharing some intense eye contact. Then they started playing tug of war with each other's arms until Batman got free, feeding Bane a nice uppercut. Then the Bat beating begun. I'm telling you, I'm gonna need some blood work from Batman. Where did this come from? Bane was like this a few scenes ago.
Come on, man! That's too easy!
Had Bane pulling out a random ass chest headbutt. Then tossed one of his own people out the way. Like, damn nigga, I'm trying to help you. You doing? And to toss your own man, then proceed to get worked is insane. Batman backhanded the drugs from his mask, had this man geeking, but for some reason, Batman decided to jump into the air. For what reason? I can't tell you. I don't know. Bane tossed him into a pillar, still while trying to fix his mask, and Batman still couldn't capitalize, walking directly into Bane's pimp hand. Right here. Zoom in. This is where we see Bane unload a beautiful combo. Like, look at the pillar when he's done. But I'ma stop though, because it sounds like I'm glazing. I'm not, I'm just observing. But you know how it goes. Bane time ran out, and it's Batman turn to cook. And the way Bane was flailing all his arms, fighting the air like it was his main op, Batman was able to avoid the hits and put on the clinic like he was Mayweather, just weaving and tagging him. And this 2-piece right here was nice. Ended with a classic 300 Sparta kick. Of course, it's mandatory. He also returned the favor from their last fight, tenderizing the ribs the same way Bane did his. But why in the hell do writers keep thinking this is acceptable? This here is a ranged weapon, meaning shoot from afar. Why in the f is this man running up to put his barrel on Batman's face? Just to have it snatched from his hands and beat with it. Just disappointed. Then he rose like this. This nigga is useless. Anyway, Batman's back on his investigator shit and started beating the hell out of Bane trying to figure out where the trigger was. But right here is questionable. Why did he bend Bane over the table like this?
Whoa.
It was only for a brief second, but I thought I'd bring it up. This man's words became more gargled the longer he talked.
You never give it to an ordinary citizen!
Like he couldn't control his own saliva as he questioned him further before serving him a punch. Bane was trying to fix his mask so he can get his painkillers back active, but this man Batman was not going for it. He moved his hands out the way like, nah, stop it. He doesn't kill, but boy can he torture. Anyway, that's it for that squabble. I'm thinking about doing a video on The Boys next, per a request, or Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock vs. Spider-Man, but I don't know how I'm feeling.